there, everything is synthesizable, and accuracy is near to 99% accuracy is there because of the AI tools nowadays. So that development process is very lengthy, complex and costly. Heterogeneity of patient population, because whenever any particular drug is approved, it is approved onto the population basis. And you know that there is pharmacogenetic variability. I think everybody is aware. Pharmacogenetic variability is there. So that variability, it is not possible to test that particular drug into each and every genetic individuals. But through this AI, what you can do, that data, because AI uses data, that data, huge number of data is available, so that AI tool will be used and that will come to the conclusion by using all this variability of data. So what is the data which is available across the world, that will be used by the AI and that will come to a conclusion. So that variability will be reduced. So this heterogeneity of patient population, it is not possible to do the clinical trials at every places. Yeah? करते हैं phase 3 में multicentric trials करते हैं, but it is not possible to carry out trials at each and every corner of the world. And you know that every you can say racial differences are there. Racial differences are there into the human beings, that pharmacogenetic variability. Lots of targets are there, and when the animal models are often not reproduce the entire disorder or disease. You cannot extrapolate 100% what are the results you are getting into the animals, exactly you are getting into the human beings. हमने देखा है, this happens. Even the results you are getting on laboratory scale is not possible to get on the scale-up technique. So that is there. Then lots of targets are there, because any particular drug is there, various targets are there. हम क्या करते हैं, whenever you are checking any particular drug or evaluating any particular drug, you are targeting one particular target, one particular receptor you are targeting. But you know that one particular drug can act on various receptors and various targets. So what AI can do, AI can simultaneously use all the targets simultaneously, so that it will be tested that which are the various adverse effects are there, toxicities are there that can happen if this particular molecule combines with different targets. Yeah? So that AI is useful for that toxicity assessment that can be done. But in case of pharmaceutical challenges, lots of targets are there. If you are in conventional research, these are the problems. Multiple actions are there because of the loss of target. Very, even for AI, ये एक challenge है, complex biological system. Because what happened, AI also having certain sort of failure, because our biological system is very complex, very very complex. अभी जैसे बोलते कि AI is so developed, but it's not even the 6% of our total brain capacity. अपनी brain की जितनी capacity उसके 6% भी अभी AI develop नहीं हुआ है. Then how much capacity the God has given to us? So similarly, the biological system is very complex, right? From the GI tract, everywhere receptors are very complex. Our maybe artificial neural structure is developed, but our neural structure is totally different. Very complex structure is there. It is mimicking every structure as such, a very difficult task, but still AI is doing. And you see the our traditional research, this complex biological system is major hurdle. That is major hurdle. But in case of AI, what can be done? You can use that particular data, because nowadays lot of anatomical data is available, physiological data is available as a data bank in AI. उनके पास पूरा data है. On every, what is the biological system, what are the complex things are there, what is the effect of each particular thing onto the performance of any particular drug, pharmacodynamic and pharmacokinetic of drug. So that data is available with AI, so AI can use that data for further evaluation process. Then regulatory compliance is again a pharmaceutical challenge, regulatory compliance are there, but now regulatory bodies, they are compelling that you should use AI. Survey बताया कि now regulatory bodies also saying that you should use optimization technique, you should use the AI tools, because if you are using the AI tools, the accuracy is much more. So regulatory challenges, compliances in pharmaceutical research, that is also one, and more important, pandemic and emergency situation. This is a challenge for conventional pharmaceutical research. हमने अभी experience किया कब कोविड में सबने एक्सपीरियंस किया. That time we were not having that much of time for all these phases of trials. 15 साल रुक सकते थे क्या? No, not even 15 months. That time was not there. So in this pandemic situation, in emergency situation, where AI can use, where AI can play a very important role, because AI can predict, because especially after the COVID, the drug discovery is accelerated introduction of AI because of this pandemic situation. तो उन्होंने देखा कि इस pandemic situation requires, suppose ये तो एक pandemic आया, and even AI can predict pandemics. AI can predict the pandemic सभी को कब आ सकता है? On what basis? Again, data. It is artificial intelligence. You can see. So it is again on the basis of data. It is having that particular thinking, or you can say that power is there. So it will generate a particular conclusion. Yeah. So this AI, artificial intelligence, what is the role of AI into the various pharmaceutical sector? What is your theme of your conference? The cutting edge. So this artificial intelligence is useful in clinical research. Most important part of clinical research part is there where AI plays a very, very important role in clinical research. AI can play important role in drug repurposing. You see that drug repurposing is there. What is drug repurposing? Anybody? Drug repurposing? You know that one particular drug is having many actions. Yeah? Many targets are there. So one drug can be used for various segments. So here, in case of drug repurposing, AI can find out which are the other actions of this particular drug that can also be taken care. You can take the example of drug repurposing, where the classical example is of aspirin. Where aspirin was initially it was analgesic antipyretic, but now it is antiplatelet drug. Similarly, you can take the example of metformin, which is initially actually it is a hypoglycemic agent, but now it is used as anti-fertility treatment. Sildenafil citrate, it is actually a erectile dysfunction function, but it is now used into the vasodilator. So there are many examples are there where repurposing, repositioning you can say in the language of marketing. So repurposing of that particular drug is possible by use of AI. So what AI will do? Okay, ये तो established drug है. So in this established drug, because what happened? Now industry is thinking of cost effectiveness. तो उनको भी चाहिए कि इतना सारे ड्रग्स अवेलेबल है तो एक ही जगह क्यों है what how it can be used into the other segments. So this repurposing that can be very well possible by AI because AI is having the data and what is data is there sometimes knowingly or unknowingly कई जगह ये ड्रग automatically use होते रहता है yeah but nobody is doing publications are not there. Yeah? But when this data is collected in this sort of publication, then repurposing is there. So they try to find out, oh, these are the various targets are there. On this target also, this particular molecule can work. So AI can use that repurposing of the molecules. Then artificial intelligence, formulation and manufacturing, that is also very important because formulation development, drug delivery system, complex systems are there. In case of drug delivery system, the most important thing is selection of proper excipients. Selection of proper excipient is most important criteria. हम उसमें 6 महीने कम जाते हैं हमारे स्पेशली फॉर द एमफार्म रिसर्च वो बात अलग है कभी इंटरेक्शन आई नहीं किसी ये बात ही अलग है. Since last 15 years of MPharm, I never see that any particular excipient is interacting with any particular drug at anywhere in Maharashtra. सब जगह गया मैं महाराष्ट्र तो ये PhD में भी कभी इंटरेक्शन नहीं है पता नहीं कितने इंटेलिजेंट है हमारे स्टूडेंट ऑलवेज दैट इज देयर है ना. You agree with me? किसी का इंटरेक्शन दिस इज ग्राफ सर देयर इज नो सिग्निफिकेंट चेंज सो देयर इज नो इंटरेक्शन बट एआई नहीं मानेगा. एआई विल से दैट यस दिस इज द इंटरेक्शन देयर. सो सिलेक्शन ऑफ प्रॉपर एक्सिपिएंट यू विल गिव द गाइडलाइंस दैट I want this type of release, you want this type of, nowadays this is the era of ready-made things are there. So what you can do, you can give the data inputs and what you want. So accordingly, proper selection of that excipient, proper selection of that particular methodology, that will be there through the AI. So it is formulation and development, the drug delivery is very useful. Then you are into the medical image analysis, that is very useful nowadays because various images may be CT scan images, MRI images are there, various images are there, that is image analysis. Yeah? अभी chat GPT use करते हैं आप. Yeah? What is GPT? Anybody? What is GPT? Anybody can give the long form of GPT? देख के नहीं बोलना. हाँ? Generative pre-trained transformer, GPT. Generative. देखो उसका नाम है generative Generative, pre-trained, it is trained. खुद इंटेलिजेंट नहीं है वो. It is trained by somebody. And transformer, it is transforming the data into the conclusion. Transformer. So GPT is there. So chat GPT अभी तो एक वर्जन 1 आया था. अभी लेटेस्ट कौन सा वर्जन चल रहा है? Chat GPT 4. And Chat GPT 4 is coming to almost artificial general intelligence. अभी AI नहीं, अभी AGI है. What is AGI? आर्टिफिशियल जनरल इंटेलिजेंस इज देयर. एआई तो प्रिमिटिव फेज था. अभी जनरल इंटेलिजेंस मींस व्हाट? हियर द दैट पर्टिकुलर एआई कैन लाइक एग्जैक्टली टू ह्यूमन बीइंग, नियर टू ह्यूमन बीइंग. इट कैन थिंक, इट हैज दैट इमोशनल स्टेटस भी डाल रहा है इसको. Yeah, that AI is there. So that AGI is coming into the Chat GPT 4 model. It is a paid version, but it is giving a very good solutions to everything. So image analysis there, artificial intelligence, medical image analysis. Then it is into the health data security, because most important thing nowadays is the data, and most costlier thing is gold नहीं है, silver नहीं है, क्या है? Data है. और data कहाँ से हो रहा है? Google से हो रहा है या कोई सर. उनको कहां से मिल रहा है? उनको डेटा कहां से मिल रहा है? हम लोग ही दे रहे हैं. We are giving our data. See everything. अभी ये कॉन्फ्रेंस जो चल रही है, we are under surveillance. We are under surveillance because हमारे मोबाइल फोन ऑन है. मोबाइल फोन ऑन है, automatically we are under surveillance. Every data, everything is available with the Google. Yeah? So the data is there, and the data now is available. That is the most important part. So data security. So AI can do the data security. खुद ही डेटा है और खुद की भी सिक्योरिटी भी कर सकता है. बिकॉज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इज डेटा सिक्योरिटी इन हेल्थ केयर, स्पेशली टू द क्लिनिकल रिसर्च. जैसे आपको एक और एक बोलता हूँ इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे, आप वेब सीरीज तो देखते हैं सभी लोग. टिल करके एक वेब सीरीज आई है. टिल, टिल, टिल. आप इसके ऊपर है, जियो के ऊपर देखिए. स्पेशली फॉर ऑल फार्मासिस्ट शुड सी दैट इन ऑल क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स. अपने सेक्टर के ऊपर ही, फार्मा सेक्टर के ऊपर टिल. यू शुड सी दैट, यू शुड देन द आई ओपनर फॉर द फार्मास्यूटिकल सेक्टर टिल. आप किसी ने देखा भी होगा, है ना? दैट इज दैट. सो here we have the data. Clinical trials data is very important. Security is very important. That is shown in that field. So here it is AI can work very well into the healthcare data security. Into the pharmacology is very important. Optimization techniques, we are using the optimization technique very well. We are using all models we are using. That is actually AI we are predicting in the optimization, but at a very primitive stage. Yeah. And into the drug development. If you see worldwide the use of AI into the various pharmaceutical sector, maximum use is there into the clinical trials. If you see maximum, because most important phase is the clinical trials. Time consuming phase is the clinical trials. The failure phase is the clinical trials. Management phase is the clinical trials. So that's why this AI is maximally used into this clinical trials and preclinical tests. It will be useful. Then next stage is there into the novel small molecule discovery. That is de novo discovery. That is called as de novo discoveries are there. Discovery of novel molecules, that is the second area where that is very commonly useful. And there are other areas are there, target identification, and then these are various areas are there where the AI is useful worldwide. They are using worldwide. Yep. Here just I will give you the gist of this. These are the various sort of AI tools they are commonly used into the pharmaceutical sector. Basically, there are two types of learnings are there: supervised learning and unsupervised learning. जैसे मैंने पहले भी बताया कि I am also not expert in AI. AI में expert होता तो यहाँ रहता नहीं, और यहाँ लेक्चर नहीं देता था. Somewhere else, है ना? Charter flight में गया थी, है ना? Because we are just in the learning phase of AI here. So here supervised AI is there, which is there is data label data is available and output or pattern is known. Data available है, आप उसको query दे रहे हो and it is giving the certain relationship or certain pattern. That is called as supervised learning. That use machine learning and deep learning are there. So it is machine learning हम common use करते हैं the various language. These are the like that use algorithms. Algorithm सभी को मालूम है. Algorithm term सुना है. Yeah. So this machine learning because our language and machine language are different. Yeah. So Python है और दूसरे कुछ machine learning languages है that you can learn. So that here we are using algorithm patterns for that, because see, everything is cyclic. आप देखिए शेयर मार्केट या कोई भी पैंडेमिक है, शेयर मार्केट है, कोई चीज है, yet how did predictions are there? They know what is cycle, what is the pattern. Oh, pattern. So that pattern is studied by using this machine language, by using supervised learning, because data is labeled, data is available. That data will be used for studying the patterns of the relations. That includes your, these are various models are there, SVM, KNN, that will predict the relationship between the formulation variables. जैसे मैंने बताया आपको, excipient composition, processing parameters. You can just search on the Google, you will get that. ये अलग-अलग line. These are various tools are there, SVM, KNN, random forest. These are various tools are there which are useful for this machine learning process, for this relationship and the pattern learning. Like we can see for KNN, for compound classification, toxicity prediction, pharmacokinetic modeling, formulation optimization, and patient stratification, patient classification. Yeah, like you can run. So this deep learning is for, it uses artificial neural network to learn complex. What are the deep learning? Machine learning, the primitive state. Now we are going for the deep learning. Deep learning where the complex tasks that will be solved by this using the data. That includes your GAN techniques are generation optimize. It will generate the optimized drug candidate, adverse event prediction. जैसे मैंने बताया आपको, then it can use dosage form optimization that will be done by using this particular GAN. Then RNN is for sequence-based task for drug development, predicting the protein peptide structure, analyzing the genomic data that will be used for this particular deep learning process. So these are the various things are there in supervised learning to study the patterns and the relationship amongst this particular these variables. Yeah? So that will be useful when if you want this, you can learn this. ये आपको ये आ गया है. Suppose you learn this particular thing, you are expert in this particular excipient composition and you can predict what are the formulation variables are there. So as a student, if you want to career, if you want to have a career, at least suppose you know these things. ये use करते हैं. And suppose you have done certain sort of courses or maybe a certain certificate courses in any of this, many courses which are available. I'm not here to promote that. Just for your information, you can do this particular courses so that you can expert in that particular field. I'll give you an example. We, how many of you are knowing that we are in the e-healthcare solutions which is available? अपने क्षेत्र में शुरू हुआ है. E-healthcare technologies. So they are working on this, and you won't believe the students of B.Pharm who is having this much of knowledge, कुछ 4-5 students हमारे लगे, they got a package of 6 to 7 lakhs rupees, where the M.Pharm students struggling for 3.2. Why this is? This is for what? Technology, cutting edge. What is needed by the industry? If you are having this much of things, you can do the wonders into the career. Yeah? So these are the image-based tasks are there, molecular modeling, structure relationship, that is there. Then the unsupervised learning is that when the data is not known, अंधेरे में तीर मारेगा. Yeah? Many things are that is called as exploratory research. That is called as exploratory research is there. So here that is called clustering. That means what? You use a group of similar data points. So maybe you are searching for chemical similarities. आपको ऐसा मालूम है कि ये drug है, इसका कौन सा similar drug है? You are not knowing that. You are not knowing any relationship. Clear? So that is a unsupervised learning is there when the you can see the unlabeled input is there and that is used for exploratory data, exploratory research when the actual outcome is not known to you. आपको पहले इसमें आउटकम मालूम है कि रिलेशनशिप क्या आने वाली है कि इंक्रीज डिक्रीज कुछ ना कुछ आने वाला है बट हियर इन केस ऑफ अनसुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग यू विल नॉट हैव दैट मच ऑफ आइडिया सो दिस यू कैन सी रिक्वायर्स मोर डीप स्टडी दिस स्पेसिफिकली रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द ड्रग डिस्कवरी टारगेट आइडेंटिफिकेशन ड्रग फॉर्मुलेशन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन पेशेंट स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन दैट विल दीस आर वेरियस you can see languages that will use various programs are there which are used in for this particular things. So AI in drug discovery is various target identification for genetic, proteomics and clinical data. You can identify the targets. You can identify various targets are there, various tools which are available. You can just use Google that you use the AI tools for identifying the target. But to understand that, मैंने खुद experience किया है. To understand that, what is required AI को आपको कोई technology की help चाहिए. So this is an era where you should join a hand with a person who is a technologically sound, who is having that background of coding and technology. So if you join a hand, definitely this will be a very good output. So target identification from genetic data, from proteomics, from clinical data is available. Clear? Much of data is available because it is compulsory. It is compulsory to publish all this data onto the public domain. Here, public domain में data available है. So the data will be useful, assimilated by the AI for target identification. De novo drug design is the most. De novo means completely novel drug design. De novo is completely novel drug design will be there. That may be from natural sources data, or maybe you are using any particular natural source data to develop a synthetic origin. So de novo design is there. Virtual screening, structure activity relationship. We are using that SAR. But structural property relationship nowadays is very important. PSAR तो है, but quality the SAR is there, but that is quantitative structure property relationship, because the physicochemical properties of the drug, they will contribute for the success of any particular drug. हम बोलते हैं ना rule 5, Lipinski rule. Rule 5 for the drug discovery development. Rule 5 is what? That is a various property. So quantitative structure property relationship, that is also important parameter that will be also studied by the AI. So as a formulation scientist, suppose you are working into the pharmaceutics field, here what you can do, you can study this as a physicochemical properties. वही melting point और IR, that is not sufficient. Old melting point है, IR है, DSC है, XRD, all this is complete. लग गया सब पे, है ना? That is not important. You should use this computational technique. You should use this type of AI tools, quantitative structure property relationship. You can see that suppose you develop any particular new crystalline structure. If you develop any new co-crystals, or you are working on co-crystals यहाँ पे. So what you can find out? Okay, which are the property changes that happened by using this particular tools. आप देखते होंगे जब रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश होते हैं, मेनली बाहर के जर्नल्स के, आधे तो अपने पल्ले नहीं पड़ते. आपने मैं क्या इंक्लूडिंग दी है ना? Why? Because they are using these tools. They are using small things like that, but they are predicting lots of parameters by using this AI tools. आप देखिए बहुत सारे tools you use करते हैं and they are predicting that parameters. So suppose you are expert in that particular field, so you can find out these things. चीजें वही करना है आपको, but you can find out more and more things here by using this. Then optimization of drug candidates, mainly efficacy, safety and pharmacokinetic, that will be judged by this AI molecules. Drug repurposing and toxicity prediction. These are the various areas of drug discoveries. Here, so the benefit of the AI drug discovery हमने already discuss किया है. These are there. There are the various popular AI models are there which are used in drug discovery. Here, this is available on the internet. There are various softwares are there. There are AI models are there which are available on the internet, and the respective users are there. Where they all their maximum are the open source AI are there. Open source AI है बहुत सारे, कुछ पेड वर्जन्स भी है. So for that, again question that सर हमारे पास तो वो वर्जन ही नहीं है, हम कैसा करें, क्या करें? क्या कर सकते हैं? इसलिए era collaborative research. You can go for collaborations. You can go for collaboration. I'll see जब भी publications हमारे यहाँ भी डॉक्टर दुरेश्वर मैम एंड निखिल साकर सर, डॉक्टर they have been for the your network pharmacology and good publications are there. So network pharmacology is that तुमको कहाँ से आया, कहीं collaboration किया, वहाँ से आया, they use that particular software. So accordingly you can use this particular computational pharmaceutics software for this, and you can do this. So these are the various AI tools are there which are available and with respect to users. So AI tools for the dosage form and drug delivery system. Computational pharmaceutics ये बहुत बड़ा area है to work on, and actually this should be into the syllabus. अभी नया syllabus आने वाला है PCI का, in that computational pharmaceutics add किया हुआ है. Computational pharmaceutics is what अभी तक chemistry is dominating for this molecular modeling and everything. Computation में pharmaceutics वाले लोग पीछे थे, clear? So but computational pharmaceutics that by using this all tools, what you can do, you can predict what will be the release pattern, what will be the stability of that particular. So this computational pharmaceutics, you can use various AI tools for this computational pharmaceutics. You can analyze the complex relationship between the drug properties, formulation component and physiological factors. Because as a formulation scientist, the challenge is that to handle this relationship, हमको तीन लोगों को handle करना है. तीन लोग कौन-कौन है? एक तो ड्रग के प्रॉपर्टीज है, उसके बाद फॉर्मुलेशन के कंपोनेंट है, वो अलग झगड़े करने है, और उसके बाद तीसरा क्या है, biological factors है. Yeah. So these three things are there. So AI tool can be very well useful because that data is having that, so it can be useful. You will come to the conclusion, okay, if you use this particular maybe polymer, then your problem may be solved. It may not be acting with that particular drug or not interacting with the drug. It is biocompatible also, and along with that you are getting the required release profile is there. So that is AI tool can be used in drug design. Prediction of physical properties, in vitro drug release and stability, in vitro drug release profile. Clear? So prediction of this in vitro drug release profile is also that we are doing that optimization technique कुछ हद तक करते हैं, but certain AI tools are available where you just give your input, you will get that what will be in vitro profile, prediction of in vitro profile will be there, that in vitro profile will be there, because ultimately the success story will be on the in vitro profile and in vivo success, that is IVIVC is there. So prediction of the pharmacokinetic parameters and IVIVC, because unless and until your in vitro in vivo correlations are, so there are in IVIVC is basically it's a mathematical model, it will prediction. So this nowadays IVIVC is AI based, it is AI based IVIVCs are there, so you can predict drug distribution, drug metabolism is also there, that can be studied, because how drug can be metabolized into the body. Many times what happened, our drug is very successful in vitro, इन विट्रो में तो बहुत अच्छा सक्सेसफुल होता है, दिस इज अ ड्रग प्रोफाइल वी आर गेटिंग रिलीज इन, और जितना रिलीज चाहिए उतना देता है, बट व्हेन इट गोज इन विवो इट फेल्स, because many physiological factors are there, many targets are there which are affecting that. So AI can use that data, because AI के पास anatomy physiology का पूरा डेटा है, अभी पूरी physiological system का डेटा है, बायोकेमिकल का पूरा डेटा अवेलेबल है AI के पास. So AI can just okay, ये anatomical condition है, ये physiological condition, the biochemical parts are there, so how this particular drug will be released into the body, so that mimicking will be possible outside the body. Yeah? So impact of process parameter on formulation and manufacturing, well after successful development also it should have, अभी इसमें लेक्चर होने वाला है डॉक्टर सचिन भूसारी का पैट के ऊपर, पैट प्रोसेस एनालिटिकल टेक्निक्स आर देयर. सो पैट इज आल्सो वन सॉर्ट ऑफ एआई टूल, पैट भी वन सॉर्ट ऑफ एआई टूल है जो पहले यूज करते हैं, इंडस्ट्री में भी काफी यूज करते हो, प्रोसेस एनालिटिकल टेक्निक. सो हियर these are the पैट टूल्स आर देयर, सो दैट इज इम्पैक्ट ऑफ वेरियस प्रोसेस पैरामीटर्स ऑन द फॉर्मुलेशन ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. Here, that is also that can be done, and identification of various defects, maybe example is tablet defects are there. So there are various tools are there, names of various tools and various users are there. So these are various AI learning models are there which are available online. Some are paid, some are free versions are available, and with their respective users that is available, the description of their users are there. सर AI can be used for 3D printing. अभी तो 3D printing personalized medication वो तो अभी चल रहा है. Personalized medication. See again history repeats itself का example है 3D printing, personalized medication. Dispensing and compounding जो था, then that time it was specifically it was given dispensing and compound. एक patient आया लाओटी आया इसके लिए बनाओ drug और दो. Here dispensing and compounding था. But now again उसका sophisticated version आ गया 3D printing, personalized technology. But that where because patient specific factors will be taken into consideration in 3D printing technology. That is a personalized medication will be there. So your age, weight and medical history, because ये data available रहेगा. उसकी medical history क्या है? You know that we are having all cards, healthcare card आ रहे हैं अभी, आधार कार्ड जिसको बोलते हैं, है ना, healthcare card आ गए. What is the importance of the healthcare card? Because when you go into the अभी US में तो क्या होता है कि you go anywhere that card is required, in any private or any clinic card is required, you insert the card. जैसे बोलेंगे स्वरूप लाओटी तो क्या क्या इसने दिए लगा है जिंदगी में पूरे आ जाते हैं, है ना. But that is confidential. That is confidential. So that everything is on code, is available on computer. So that data can be assimilated for this 3D printing technology. Here, so medical history leading to tailored made drug therapies are there. AI-driven feedback systems are there for 3D printing. And here, once you train that 3D printing, so that temperature of nose, because the most important factor for 3D printing is temperature of nozzle and to the speed of printing. Here, a 3D printer is there where the drug and excipient are coming out 3D printing. Clear? So the temperature of nozzle कितना रहेगा, उसका excipient कैसे रहेंगे, and speed of printing कितना रहेगा for that particular patient that is there. Then even AI can use for the tablet defect जो major problem है for detection online. AI can use for physiological stability. AI can use for resolution rate prediction, for nanomedicines, for biological products. AI can use for medical devices, for pharmacokinetic and everywhere we already discussed. But AI सब कुछ नहीं है. उसके भी अपने हाथ लिमिटेड है ना. There are certain limitations are there, but AI की एक खासियत है खुद के limitations कम कर रहा है, आदमी नहीं कर रहा है ना. AI is trying to reduce that limitations, so lack of transparency of data, black because that data is black box. इतना डेटा अवेलेबल है मार्केट के अंदर, इतना डेटा. यू आपको मैं बताता हूँ एक क्लासिकल एग्जांपल था. मैंने मेरे दोस्त को बोला कि इफ यू हैव दी कौन सी कॉफी रखी हो विदाउट मिल्क कॉफी है. हाँ तो विदाउट मिल्क यू आर टेकिंग द कॉफी इट इंक्रीजेस ब्लड प्रेशर. ये मैंने पढ़ा था. उसको बोला मत पीते जा. तो बोला एक मिनट रुको. कैन दिस कॉफी रिड्यूसेस ब्लड प्रेशर? डेटा है, दोनों तरफ का डेटा अवेलेबल है. So this is what? There is no transparency, ambiguity of data. So because AI stands on what? Data, and accuracy of data is most important for the outcome. So that's why nowadays, I mean, data kabhi biasness should not be there, because this lack of transparency, how data was collected, nobody knows. We know that many publications which are available from the reputed journals, मैं किसी को नाम नहीं कर रहा हूँ, but if you want to reproduce that patent, if you want to reproduce that particular method, you will not get particular results. ये हमने कई बार एक्सपीरियंस किया. पूरा वैसे की वैसे कर लो आप तो भी आपको रिजल्ट्स नहीं आते हैं. जब हमको रिजल्ट्स नहीं आते तो एआई मशीन पे क्या करेगा? मशीन पे तो बता देगा ऐसा होने वाला है. So transparency of data is not there. How that data is collected is like a black box of any particular thing. Limited availability of data because for many things, especially for the your orphan diseases or rare diseases जिसको बोलते हैं, तो limited data is available. ऑर्फन डिसीजेस, ऑर्फन ड्रग्स के लिए डेटा लिमिटेड अवेलेबल है. ऑर्फन डिसीज का डेटा अवेलेबल कम है. जैसे कोविड के टाइम क्या था, डेटा ही कम अवेलेबल था. तो वंस अपॉन अ टाइम थिंग हुई हो, है ना. सो फॉर मेनी थिंग्स द डेटा इज लिमिटेड, डेटा इज अवेलेबल. दैट टाइम एआई इज हैविंग इट्स लिमिटेशंस. सो ऑन दैट लिमिटेड देन मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट इज बायसनेस ऑफ डेटा. दिस डेटा may be biased data that will be collected because it's published by various pharmaceutical companies, research organization, academicians are there. अभी मैंने आर्टिकल पढ़ा कि how they what nature का आर्टिकल है. उन्होंने बताया कि how this academic they are blaming on academicians. How this academicians they are only publishing positive results. They are hiding the negative results. और उन्होंने बहुत सारा डेटा दिया है. And that is very important. Because negative results are equally important. कई बार हम ये देखते हैं कि सर इसका ये नहीं आ रहा है तो हम मैनिपुलेट कर देते हैं उसको. करते हैं नहीं करते आप? Because there may be chances कि ये नहीं होने वाला. That is negative results are very good finding. So here this biasness in data is there. So that will lead to wrong results. Inability to incorporate a new data into this because once that AI tool is developed, आपने AI tool develop किया है, ये डाटा सर्च करना है, उसको नया डेटा ऐड करना है. हमारा ब्रेन को क्या है, नई चीज सोचने के लिए कुछ करना पड़ता है. इसमें से अभी कुछ तो चीज कहाँ क्या बना हुआ खाने में यार, खाना लगा हुआ क्या, इतनी लाइन रहेगी तो मैं पहले लाइन में कैसे घुसूंगा. ह्यूमन ब्रेन को कुछ नहीं लगता है. उनका शुरू हो गया, मैं भी रहता, मेरा भी शुरू हो जाता टाइम हो गया. सो दिस दैट. But in case of AI, what happened? In case of AI, the incorporation of new things, new data is a difficult task. Then limited ability of account for limited ability to account for variability. बहुत ज़्यादा variability. Suppose what happened? This AI is taking a data on population basis, but you can see adverse reaction is what a variability. Maybe a 0.1% of adverse reactions, but that is very important. So what may happen that variability may not be taken by AI into consideration. Then interpretation of results are complex, require expertise because जैसे मैंने बताया from the AI it is not easily to interpret this result. So one should have that particular knowledge to interpret that results which are given by the AI. But there should be that's why there should be interface. Only AI is not successful. AI के साथ जब human intelligence लगेगा, then and then only it will come to a successful outcome. Ethical consideration regarding data privacy and consent is very important because AI is using data, but actually ethically that data should be Alright, it should be confidential. It should not be disclosed. Clear? So the limitations are there with this AI. Many time ethical consideration, complex biological system, lack of clinical expertise. Because AI is not clinical expertise. AI क्या है? Language है. Clear? Coding programs है. Clear? And inactive molecule. Because what happens many times, जैसे मैंने बताया आपको, along with active molecules, many inactive molecules are also generated by the AI. Because वो data के हिसाब से लेता है. So many times what will happen? That inactive molecules may be generated. Yeah, the case studies are there of AI. Very classical example, in silico is a very popular company. So this doraflative is a drug for the heart diseases. It is just within the span of 4 years into the market by using this AI molecule. AI. Yeah. So presently you can see this in silico. Just go on the search. आप सर्च कीजिए इन सिलिको. आप कभी भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज इन सिलिको है जो मैं बता रहा हूँ. आप देखिए where they are using. They are using many things. उनके क्या क्या एरिया है वर्किंग के क्या क्या मॉडल्स यूज कर रहे हैं, हाउ दे आर गोइंग फॉर दैट. सो प्रेजेंटली यू कैन सी 21 प्रीक्लिनिकल कैंडिडेट्स आर देयर, 9 and 10 pipelines are into the IND approval phase होने वाला है उनको. 10 molecules are there and just उन्होंने 10th एनिवर्सरी सेलिब्रेट किया इन सिलिको ने. मींस स्पैन ऑफ 10 इयर्स इन सिलिको स्टार्ट जब हुआ था और 10 साल में उनका दिस इज द प्रोग्रेस. अनदर सक्सेस स्टोरी इज ऑटोमाइज. स्पेशली इट स्टार्टेड इन कोविड-19 में स्टार्ट हुआ था. Optimize is the company. Here. And then, and see what these companies they are doing tie-ups with the pharmaceutical giants. GSK के साथ, Sanofi के साथ giants, these are giants are they are tie-ups because they know कि they are not expert in the pharmaceutical field. जैसे मैंने पहले बताया, they are expert in the coding. So what they are joining hands with that. But अभी कैसा हो गया? पहले they joined the hands with this, but now they are expert themselves. अब वो खुद का ही drug discovery unit start कर दिए. You will go on the website, you will find individual or in partnership अलग-अलग है उनके. So you can see on immunology these are the various areas are the targets है. This undisclosed and kind molecule Sanofi के साथ में. But you can see this is onto the various phases and this is a phase all to the third phase में पहुंच गया molecule. Another example is benevolent AI is another company where you can find out with AstraZeneca and Merck. There are many molecules are there up to phase 1 trials तक आ गए उनके बहुत सारे molecules. Here this is again for heart failure, for you can see, and these are the diseases are there where sometimes you just go to the site. ऐसे ऐसे diseases के लिए अपने कोई नाम भी नहीं सुने, ऐसे syndromes के लिए rare, mainly they are targeting rare diseases. They are targeting the rare diseases are there. Then again, Accenture is one of the very well-known company into this particular AI tools in pharmaceutical sector. So they find out this particular molecules are there. Then last is Rovent Science is a pharmaceutical company. So इससे भी बहुत ज़्यादा molecules भी market में आ गए. And what happened? You can see same molecule they are trying in various sectors. आप इसके site पे जाके देखेंगे तो you will find same molecule in 5 diseases. 6 diseases, 6 syndromes. हम ड्रग डिस्कवरी तो क्या करते हैं? एक मॉलिक्यूल एक टारगेट. उन्होंने ऐसा नहीं किया. उन्होंने क्या किया? देखिए आप एक ही ड्रग है बट इन वेरियस सेगमेंट्स आते हैं. ये तो यहाँ बैठा नहीं था डेटा इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ. लॉट्स ऑफ डेटा इधर जो आप देखेंगे बहुत सारे मॉलिक्यूल इन्होंने 4 या 5 जगह की ट्राई कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाट दे आर गेटिंग मल्टीपल टारगेट्स. मींस एक ड्रग को वो रीपर्पसिंग की बजाय डायरेक्ट लॉन्च अलग-अलग सेगमेंट पे करेंगे. You can see this is the beauty of AI. यदि हम as a human being will tie only one segment. There is ये कौन आ गया इसमें? Who are these persons? Anybody? केंजा लाइली, काव्या मेहरा. कौन है? केंजा लाइली. This is a winner of first AI beauty contest. AI की ब्यूटी कॉन्टेस्ट हुई है. Where the 1500 participants were there of AI beauty contest. उसमें top 10 में इंडियन AI की भी थी. Here and from Morocco, Kenza Laili is the winner of this AI beauty contest. You can see कहाँ जा रहे हैं. Beauty contest हुई थी because they developed this AI models and all the parameters they studied and what happened? They choose on that all parameters on the looks basis, on the basis of the intelligence, on the basis of technology used, everything is studied by the expertise and then they come to the conclusion that This is the first winner of Morato. काव्या मेहरा, किसी ने देखा इसको? औरंगाबाद में रहती है? कहीं नहीं रहती क्योंकि ये है ही नहीं. This is the first mother influencer developed by AI. AI ने आई बदली. You can just see. This is the first mother influencer. This is the actual influencer like that. So she is the first mother influencer who is talking and giving the talks onto the various programs, and she will influence, she will guide, she will advise the mothers. So she is the first mother. Kavya Mera देखिए, you will amazingly उसके videos हैं. I was also amazed with this. Yeah? So these are the things which are happening into the world of AI. Clear? अभी contest आ गए, mothers आ गए, and everything. अभी air hostess is also there. AI air hostess आ गई है. Yeah? So you can see how it is happening and what is changing with this. So when the AI can develop these persons, so drug molecular drug delivery can change. Right? वो तो छोटी सी चीज उनके लिए. They can develop. So, but here again I will say that what will be required? Human brain required होगा ही नहीं. जैसे सर ने बताया कि ये मिथ भी चल रहा है कि AI will took our jobs, हम जॉबलेस हो जाएंगे. आप जॉबलेस डेफिनेटली नहीं होंगे because when the computers were introduced, the same thing was happened कि अब कंप्यूटर्स आगे हमारे जॉब जाने वाले हैं. अब जॉब किसको नहीं है? जिसको कंप्यूटर नहीं आता उसको जॉब नहीं है. तो AI की जॉब जाने वाले नहीं है. बट व्हाट विल हैपन? जिसने समय के साथ AI को हाथ में नहीं लिया, हो सकता है उसका डिफिकल्टी जाए. डेफिनेटली थोड़ा इफेक्ट होने वाला है. बट वन व्हेनेवर द चेंज इज देयर, कभी भी जब चेंज आता है, दैट चेंज कम विद सम सॉर्ट ऑफ मॉडिफिकेशन. कभी चेंज थोड़ा सा एक डिजास्टर लेके ही आता है. ये दैट चेंज इज देयर. सो ये चेंज जब AI का आने वाला है तो हो सकता है कुछ चेंजेस आएंगे. हियर सम जॉब्स के लिए आपको थोड़ा हो सकता है कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे. आप देख रहे हैं कभी न्यूज़ के ऊपर कि इन्फोसिस तो इतने लोग निकाल दिए, इतने लोग निकाल दिए. व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? AI ने सबसे पहले जॉब किसके ले रहे हैं मालूम आपको? जिसने AI बनाया उसने. बस मातूर चलाना. Because what happened? Now AI is developing the AI. आपने रोबोट मूवी देखा होगा, है ना? तो वो तो एक फिक्शन था. बट द सेम थिंग मे हैपन. पर उसके लिए क्या होगा? अभी बहुत सारे रेगुलेशंस आ रहे हैं. सभी कंट्रीज आर प्लेसिंग द रेगुलेशंस ऑन ओपन AI सिस्टम्स. अभी हमारे इंडिया में भी काफी रेगुलेशंस लाए कि वेयर टू स्टैंड, कब तक आपको AI करना है. AI आप जब ओपन AI सिस्टम रखोगे तो उसको क्या रेगुलेशंस रहेंगे, व्हाट विल बी इफेक्ट ऑन द सोसाइटी, एवरीथिंग विल बी स्टडीड. एंड every country is coming with the regulations for the use of AI in various domains. सबसे अच्छी स्लाइड है. भीनी भीनी खाने की सुगंध भी आ रही है. So concluding remark is that AI based methodologies should not be viewed as a substitute for the conventional experiment. Very important that it should not be, and they cannot replace the valuable expertise and experience contributed by the human research. Very important is that आपका तो human is human. ह्यूमन का ब्रेन रहने वाला ही है. बिकॉज इट इज नॉट अ सब्स्टिट्यूट. AI is limited to offering prediction based available data, and the subsequent validation and interpretation results will still rely on the human researcher. वो सिर्फ आपको आउटकम देने वाला है, but ultimately the final results are there. The interpretation which is done by the human expertise, that will be important here, and the integration of AI along with its kind of traditional experiment method has a potential to enhance the drug discovery. And very important, the synergistic combination is very important. Synergistic combination of AI predictive capabilities and insight derived from the expertise and experience of human researcher. If both join the hand, हमारा natural intelligence और उसका artificial intelligence दोनों ने join hand join किया तो definitely that is synergistic, and there exists an opportunity to optimize the drug process to expedite the development of new medication. So this synergism is there. Definitely we will come up with very good solutions for the humanity, especially for rare diseases. Drug discovery process will be faster, the delivery development will be faster, accurate delivery will be possible here if this synergism will happen when joined hand of AI and natural intelligence. Last, हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी साहब ने कहा है कि भारत के पास एआई का डबल एडवांटेज है। उनका ही सही है, पहला तो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस है, दूसरा एस्पिरेशनल इंडिया। वी आर एस्पायरिंग, everybody, we are the nation of youth. We are the most youthful country into the world, and youth is a power, youth is a hope of every country. So we are having that power. So AI तो हमारे पास है और youth का aspiration है, so nobody can stop us to have the world leader into the drug discovery and the pharmaceutical sector. So thank you very much for your patience listening. I hope that I'm not the expert in this particular field, but this creates some certain gist in your mind कि how this AI can be useful as a tool. कि इस पे आपको presentation में मिल जाएगा, बहुत सारे tools है. You can search that tools here and you can apply that tools into your regular research work. And this again I'm sincerely requesting you, just थोड़ा सा AI अच्छे से पढ़ लीजिए, कुछ domains में आपका expertise develop कर लीजिए, so that you can have good opportunities to start a career in this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lahoti, sir, for sharing your valuable insights with us today. Now, I would like to open the floor for question and answer session. If you have any question, any query regarding this session, please just raise your hand and we will bring a mic to you. Participants, please feel free to ask the questions. Anyone from the audience? It is said there are no silly questions. So you can ask anything regarding this session. Sir is here to answer you all.
You ask silly question. हेलो, ट्राई टू गिव, जैसे पहले बताया मैंने कि AI इज अ वेरी बेसिक थिंग. AI में एक्सपर्ट आई मे नॉट बी एक्सपर्ट, बट आई ट्राई टू गिव द एग्जांपल. कैसे
सर, ज्यावेळेस पॅन्डेमिक सिच्युएशन येते त्यावेळेस आपण एक अंदाज, जसं कोरोना आहे करंटमध्ये, तर त्याच्यावर वॅक्सिन प्रिपेअर केली, जसं कोविशिल्ड, कोव्हॅक्सिन. तर ती डायरेक्टली क्लिनिकल ट्रायलमध्ये गेली की प्री क्लिनिकलमध्ये ॲनिमल स्टडी झाली त्याच्यावर?
Yes, the question is that की या कोविशिल्ड कोवॅक्सिन ट्रायल्स पूर्ण झालेले आहेत, बट लिमिटेड पिरियड वॉज लिमिटेड. तुम्ही बघा फेज 1 फेज 2 सगळे ट्रायल झालेले आहेत, पण काय झालेलं आहे की इट इज नॉट गिवन अ टाइम की फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म, बिकॉज इन केस ऑफ प्री क्लिनिकल ट्रायल्स there is acute studies are there, short term, medium term and long term studies are there, but the time for long term studies जो है तो short term केला जाते कि तेव्हा एवढा वेळ नव्हता की वन कॅन सी और कॅन वेट फॉर द 2 years or 1 year together. So they shortened it, everything was performed definitely because the drug control of the DCGI will not approve that things. Every data is prepared, data is available, but the number of patients were limited. Multicentric trial नहीं किया उन्होंने, multicentric means maybe number of patients are limited, number of data is limited, but they carried all the studies. And that's why जो AI अभी आया है, what they think that when this thing is happening, why not to use the AI tools for the initial virtual screening of this drug? So पहले जैसे मैंने डिस्कस किया कि these 3 stages that will be overcome, and then directly you can go for the, that period will be shortened. Thank you.
Any other question?
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I want to ask that this AI tools means they will be used by companies, and for our researcher means if we are starting, मतलब अगर हम start कर रहे हैं कोई रिसर्च करना या फिर कोई एक पर्टिकुलर मॉलिक्यूल के ऊपर या फिर कंसिडर कीजिए पॉलीमर है, लेकिन पूछना ये है कि अगर टूल्स हमको खुद सीखने हैं या हमको उससे कोलैबोरेट करना है या फिर स्टार्टिंग से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा, पाइथन वगैरह सारी चीजें.
Very right. जैसे मैंने पहले बताया कि AI tools to understand, because we are not expert in the machine languages, we are expert in our pharmaceutical field. So सबसे पहले आपको बेसिकली पाइथन जैसी जो लैंग्वेज है उसको सीखना पड़ेगा. या जो भी मशीन लर्निंग की जो लैंग्वेज है तो पहले सीखना पड़ेगा बेसिक लेवल. आपके पाइथन के बहुत सारे कोर्सेज ऑनलाइन पे अवेलेबल है. यू कैन जस्ट, बहुत लोगों ने पाइथन के कोर्सेज किए, यू कैन स्टडी द पाइथन लैंग्वेज, देन यू कैन गो फॉर द एआई टूल्स. उसके पहले आपको एआई टूल समझ में नहीं आएंगे, तो बेसिकली आपको पाइथन लैंग्वेज सीखना ही पड़ेगा. देन क्योंकि आपको मशीन से इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं तो उसकी लैंग्वेज सीखना है. तो उसकी लैंग्वेज क्या है, मशीन जो लैंग्वेज है वो पहले आप You should be expert in that. Expert I don't mean ki you should be expert like a software engineer, but a basic knowledge of that will be required, and then you can go for the. And second thing is that many are open AI tools. जैसे आपने second question पूछा था कि ये tools जो है industry use करती है, okay? But many open AI systems are available, open tools available है. You can use that open versions for your research work. And if you use that open version for research work, definitely that will reflect in your publications and the thesis. And whenever you go for the career, starting a career, so pharma sector, the person who is taking the interview will see that okay, this is a person who is expert in the Python. He knows the basics of the Python. He is a person he use the AI tool to have the edge over the others. So basically, आपको पहले तो language तो सीखना ही पड़ेगा. Directly you cannot go for the using AI tools.
Any other question? No? Okay. Thank you, participant, for your thoughtful questions, and thank you, Dr. Lahoti sir, for your insightful response. Now I would like to request Dr. Panzare sir to please come and conclude the session.
Thank you so much, sir, for informative presentation and for sharing expertise on this critical subject. Now, actually, I come across one news today only in the Economic Times. AI likely to contribute 25 to 30 billion dollar in the India GDP. So you can understand the importance of the significance of the AI. Apart from that, recently only in January 2025, US FDA has issued guidance for industry regarding the use of AI for making the decisions regarding the pharmaceutical research. So again, that highlights the importance of the AI in the pharmaceutical research. Now, during this session, we have explored how AI is revolutionizing pharmaceutical sciences from drug discovery, precision medicine to the patient care also. Apart from that, the integration of the AI in the field of pharmacy, you can say that will shape the future, making the research faster, more efficient and highly innovative. So, besides, we can see that AI significantly reduced the drug discovery and development timeline, also conquered challenges which can come in the pharmaceutical research. Also, sir has provided insights on the role of AI in various pharmaceutical sectors worldwide. Apart from that, we have also covered different AI tools and their applications, including AI tools in dosage form design, drug delivery, and simulation also. Now, simulation, as you know, simulation can significantly or substantially reduce the time in the drug discovery and the development process. Apart from that, AI is also suffering from some limitations, as we know, because it solely depends on the input which is provided to the AI. So with this you can understand the significance of AI in the pharmaceutical research and development. So thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. And now I would like to request Dr. Panzare sir to please felicitate Dr. Lahoti sir with a memento and a certificate as a token of appreciation and gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Panzare sir, and thank you, Dr. Lahoti sir, for your time and knowledge. Now I am pleased to announce that the first session has now come to a close. I request everyone to proceed to the lawn area for the lunch and kindly gather back here in the seminar hall at 2 p.m. for the upcoming sessions. Thank you all and enjoy your lunch.